You've spent months grinding through an hour of steady cardio, and your belly fat hasn't moved. That's not bad luck. That's the wrong signal for the job. Slow, steady effort barely raises the hormone your body needs to release stubborn fat. Short, brutal intervals do, and that's the exact engine behind Hyrox training. Belly fat sits in cells that are stubborn on purpose. They resist releasing energy unless the signal hitting them is strong enough. Hyrox stacks 8 of those strong signals back to back inside one race format. Today you get the fat loss reason behind every single station, plus how to build your own week around them. Cardio isn't broken, your strategy was incomplete. How a hybrid Hyrox physique is built. Hyrox consists of 8 workout stations, each separated by a 1-kilometer run, adding up to 8 kilometers of running and 8 functional workouts. Every station develops strength, endurance, power, and work capacity. The real challenge isn't any single station. It's repeatedly switching between running and functional work at a high level. That's what builds the lean, resilient hybrid physique Hyrox athletes are known for. Station 1, SkiErg. The race begins with a 1,000-meter SkiErg, where every athlete, regardless of division, must balance power and pacing from the very first stroke. You pull the handles down using your whole body, not just your arms. Lats, core, glutes, and legs all fire together in one continuous motion. That's a lot of muscle mass working at once, right from the opening seconds. And big muscle mass under load means a fast release of adrenaline and noradrenaline into your blood. That release is the actual trigger your fat cells respond to. Set up standing, hinge at the hips, and drive through your legs on every pull. Work in 250 to 300 meter efforts at race pace, with short rest between. Fair warning, your first SkiErg session will humble you. Everyone's does. Here's the mistake. Most people pace this station like a warm-up. It's not a warm-up, it's the ignition switch for everything that follows. Golden nugget. Keep your first 250 meters controlled. Whatever you burn here, the sled takes from you 1 kilometer later. Station 2, sled push. Next comes a 50-meter sled push using 102 to 202 kilos, depending on your division, making it one of the most demanding lower body strength tests in Hyrox. This one is brutal, and it's supposed to be. You're driving your body weight against a loaded sled using your quads, glutes, and calves. Because the resistance is so heavy, your body can't sustain it for long. That forces a near maximal effort, and near maximal effort produces the biggest hormone spike of the whole session. Keep your shins forward, take short, powerful steps, and drive through your full foot. Break it into 2 or 3 pushes if you need to. Unbroken isn't the goal here. Output is. Golden nugget. A low body angle beats brute strength every time. Push from your hips, not your arms. Now it gets interesting. Station 3, sled pull. The 50-meter sled pull challenges your grip, back, and legs while pulling 78 to 153 kilos, depending on your division. Hand over hand, you pull the same sled back toward you using a rope. Hinge your hips back, use your legs to help drive the pull, and alternate hands in a steady rhythm. Wear gloves if your hands are precious. No shame in it. Your back, biceps, and grip take over, while your core braces the whole time. The constant grip and bracing keep your nervous system switched on, which likely helps stretch that hormone window a little longer instead of letting it close. Golden nugget. Let your legs do the pulling, not your arms. Grip fatigue, not a general muscle fatigue, is what actually slows people down here. Station 4, burpee broad jump. For the next 80 meters, you'll perform continuous burpee broad jumps, combining explosive power with cardiovascular endurance. This is the highest heart rate point in the entire race, and the highest heart rate produces the strongest fat-releasing signal you'll get all session. Find a rhythm you can hold, not a pace you can't. Land soft, chest to the floor, then stand up and jump. This is more about surviving with form than looking impressive. Ego dies here. Golden nugget. Pick a jump distance you can repeat 20 times without stopping. Not your personal best, your average. Steady and slow always stays faster at the finish line. Station 5, rowing. The 1,000-meter row test full-body endurance and efficient technique before the race moves into the final 3 stations. This looks like a recovery station. It isn't, not entirely. Your heart rate drops slightly, but it doesn't crash. That matters because your body appears to keep mobilizing fat even while you're technically resting, since the hormone surge from the last station hasn't fully cleared yet. Legs, then back, and arms on the drive. Keep your stroke rate around 24 to 28 per minute. Rowing too hard here burns you out before the second half even starts. Golden nugget. If you can still talk in short sentences while rowing, you're pacing it right. If you can't, you're borrowing against Station 6. A 2018 review by Maillard and colleagues covering close to 40 studies found that interval-style training like this consistently reduced total, abdominal, and visceral fat. Running-based intervals even outperformed cycling-based ones for that specific effect. Myth busting. Let's clear up 2 things people always get wrong here. Myth 1, steady cardio is the best tool for belly fat. The opposite is closer to true. A 2016 study by Maillard found interval training reduced visceral fat by roughly 24% over 16 weeks, while steady cardio in the same study produced no significant change. Myth 2, you can target belly fat directly through exercise choice. You still can't spot reduce. That part of fitness folklore stays false. 1,158 people, 13 studies, 1 meta-analysis. Spot reduction doesn't exist. Local training doesn't melt local fat. Ramirez Campillo et al., 2021/2022. But 1989 work by Riviere showed something interesting. High-intensity training reprograms fat cells. More release fat, less block fat. So you're not choosing where fat comes off. You're upgrading how fast your whole system can release it, especially from the stubborn areas. Station 6, farmer's carry. During the 200-meter farmer's carry, you'll hold kettlebells weighing 16 to 32 kilos in each hand, depending on your division, while fighting to maintain your grip and posture. Simple movement, brutal demand on grip, upper back, and core stability. Loaded carries create constant tension across large muscle groups without much actual movement, and sustained tension like that is metabolically expensive to maintain. Walk fast, shoulders back, and try to go unbroken. Every time you set the bells down, you're spending time in grip you don't get back. Golden nugget, train your grip on its own during the week. It usually gives out long before your legs or lungs do. Station 7, sandbag lunges. The 100-meter sandbag lunge requires carrying 10 to 30 kilos across your shoulders while maintaining balance and leg strength throughout every step. Your quads and glutes take the load, already fatigued from everything before this. That kind of loading under fatigue creates real muscle micro damage, and repairing that damage keeps your metabolism running higher for hours afterward. Keep the bag high on your shoulders, take short, controlled steps, and resist the urge to rush. Golden nugget. A sandbag that slips low turns this into a lower back exercise instead of a leg one. Keep it high and tight against your body. Here's the payoff. This elevated post-training metabolic cost is one reason interval-based hybrid work outperforms steady cardio for fat loss over time. Not just during the session. Station 8, wall balls finisher. The race finishes with 75 or 100 wall balls using a 4 to 9 kilos medicine ball thrown to a target 2.7 or 3.0 meters high, depending on your division. Squat, then throw the ball to a target on the wall. Repeat until the reps are done. By now, you're deeply fatigued, and your body has no real choice but to recruit fast-twitch muscle fibers to keep moving. Those fast-twitch fibers most closely link to a higher metabolic rate after training ends. Use your hips to drive the throw. Catch and go straight back down, and don't stand fully upright between reps. Rhythm beats power here. Golden nugget. Break into small sets early on purpose. 5 smooth reps. Again and again. Beats one broken set of 20. This last station is where hybrid physiques get built. Full body, full fatigue, full commitment. Why this builds a hybrid physique. A 2022 study by Boamra and colleagues compared strength training, interval training, and the combination of both. The combined group lost significantly more fat and gained more overall fitness than either method alone. Hyrox is that combination, forced into a single format, strength, power, and cardio, all working in the same session. That's exactly why Hyrox athletes look the way they do. Not bulky, not stringy, built for output, weekly training plan. Here's how to put these 8 stations into a real week without burning out. 3 to 4 sessions is enough to start. More isn't automatically better here. Day 1, a full station circuit. Pick 4 stations, run 400 to 500 meters between each, and move through the round twice. Day 2, an easy conversational pace run. 25 to 35 minutes. This isn't your fat loss driver, it's your recovery and your aerobic base, so your hard days can actually be hard. Day 3, strength work for the movements the sleds and lunges demand. Squats, deadlifts, rows, and loaded carries, 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps. Day 4, compromise training. Run 1 kilometer, then hit a station, then run again. This is the closest thing to race day, and it's where most of the adaptation happens. Leave at least 1 full day for actual rest. Growth happens there, not in the gym. Rotate which 4 stations you use each week, so all 8 get trained on a 2-week cycle. So here's the one thing to remember. Belly fat needs a strong signal to let go, and steady cardio alone rarely provides it. Hyrox delivers that signal 8 times in a row, while building the kind of physique that handles strength, power, and endurance all at once. Start with 2 sessions this week, a station circuit and 1 compromised run. Which station do you think will humble you the most? Drop your guess. Your body adapts to what you demand from it. Demand more, starting now.